Hello future CS, welcome back to my channel, your one-stop guide for everything related to CA exams. If you are new here, I am Pooja, a chartered accountant. I have an experience of working for Ernst& Young and KPMG, and I help CA aspirants like you succeed with practical tips, strategies and support. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you the key takeaways from the recent ICI BOS webinar on CA Inter Taxation Section B, that is GST. This webinar covered some very useful guidance for students, including the key points to remember, the right sources to study from, strategies for revising one day before the exam, powerful memory aids, important chapters or topics to focus on, and even tips on how to read and solve case scenario based questions. So I have summarized all these insights for you in a crisp and practical way. So make sure you watch till the end. Also guys, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe. Every subscription works like a motivation for me and it makes my day. So let's start the video. So guys, when you visit my channel, in the playlist section, you can see there is a separate playlist for CA Inter exams. So in this playlist, you can find different type of study plan, subject specific guidance and much more videos. And there is also a playlist for CA GPT for students. In this playlist, I have made different videos in which I have shown as to how you can use CA GPT while preparing for your exams. So do visit my channel and watch these videos. And there are various other playlists as well which might be helpful for you. So first, some key points discussed in the webinar are as follows. Working notes should form a part of the answer. And wherever necessary, suitable assumptions must be provided and it must be disclosed by the way of notes. So while solving any question, if you are making any assumptions, ensure you write it by the way of a working note in your answer. Also, all the questions should be answered based on the provisions of the CGST Act 2017 and the IGST Act 2017 as amended by the Finance Number 2 Act 2024 and also the notifications in circular and the other legislative amendments which have been effective up to 28th February 2025 are applicable for your exams. So ensure you go through these amendments. Then we'll see the sources from where you should be studying. So first you should study from the study material and the study material also has some special features like it has let us revise section and there are also MCQ quiz in your study material. Then there is crossword puzzles, rapid fire quiz, visual imageries, etc. So ensure you make full use of all these features and then practice the revision test paper, mock test papers and also you have to go through the stat update which is applicable for the September 2025 exam. Since 30% is MCQ, practice MCQ from the MCQ portal which is available on the BOS Knowledge portal. And apart from this, you have to go through the case scenario booklet as well. And then if you have any queries in any concepts, you can watch the live virtual classes and live virtual revisionary classes also. The recording of these are available on the YouTube channel. Hence, you can watch it from there. And then for revision purpose, the institute has prepared something called Saransh. So this is the summarized form of all the chapters. So this is also available on the BOS Knowledge portal. In this, there is summary of all the chapters in the form of flowcharts, bullet points, diagrams, etc. So you can use this for revising one day before the exam. So if you are wondering from where you can get the stat update applicable for your exams, let me show it to you guys. Just open the ICI website and click here on New Scheme of Education and Training. Then scroll down below. Here you can see the study material. Then you can see your intermediate and scroll down here. You can see your section B, goods and service tax. So here you can see the stat update for September 2025 exam. So ensure you go through this and also go through the revision test paper, because in revision test paper there will be many questions which will be based on this stat update as well as based on the new amendments which are applicable till 28th February 2025, which are applicable for your exams. The next important point covered in this webinar was the strategy on how to revise one day before the exam. So as stated earlier, go through the Saransh which is there in the ICI BOS portal. And also you can go through the let us revise section which is given in the study material at the end of each chapter. So first you have to start from the substantive provisions and then you have to progress to the procedural laws. So substantive provisions means the chapters which are based on computation, that is levy and collection of CGST and IGST, and the concept relating to classification, place of supply, time of supply, value of supply, input tax credit, computation of GST liability. So basically these are your substantive provisions. And after this you have the procedural laws which comprises of registration, tax invoice, accounts and record, payment of tax and returns. And also when you are studying, whenever there are any questions with the tricky issues, highlight that with a highlighter and also you can make a short summary of that. So that one day before the exam when you are revising, you can go through these adjustments. And also give special emphasis to the stat update of this paper. So and revise all the latest developments in GST. The next important point discussed in the webinar was some powerful memory techniques were discussed. So first is the acronyms. So create a short form or catchy phrases using the first letter of the key terms. So this makes it easier to recall lengthy provisions during the exam. The second memory technique is visual imagery. Convert the abstract concepts into pictures or diagrams in your mind. So visual memory often works faster than rote memorization. Next is learn the logic or intent of the provision. Instead of memorizing blindly, understand why the law exists. When the purpose is clear, recalling the section becomes effortless. The next method is repetition. Go through the provisions multiple times at spaced intervals because repetition strengthens long-term memory. The next method is flashcards or sticky notes. Write down important section numbers, limitations, limits or exceptions on flashcards or sticky notes and keep revising them frequently. This helps in quick last minute recall. So the next point discussed in the webinar was some important topics or important chapters were discussed. So it was mentioned that you have to go through the section wise weightages. So this is easily available on the BOS knowledge portal itself. So first go through that. And however, you have to give importance to all the chapter. Do not ignore any chapter. So it was also mentioned that substantive provisions are important. So let's see what all topics come under this substantive provisions. So basically your substantive provisions carry 50% to 80% weightage. So you can note down these topics. So the important topics under this are levy and collection of CGST and IGST. And under this you have application of CGST and IGST law. Concept of supply including composite and mixed supplies. Then charge of tax including reverse charge. Then we have exemption from tax and composition levy. And then some other concepts under this substantive procedures are classification, place of supply, time of supply, value of supply, input tax credit, and computation of GST liability. So these topics are very important. And also the first compulsory question which will be there in the question paper, this will be based on computation of GST liability. And then reverse charge mechanism, set off of input tax credit, this is important. And also section 16 and section 17 of CGST Act are very important. And the next point discussed in the webinar was how to read and solve the case scenario based questions. So for this, they have suggested like a 4-step approach. So what you have to do is, you have to first go through the case scenario. So mostly in the MCQ part, you will get case scenario based MCQ. So first read the case scenario in detail and then read the MCQ which are there below the case scenario. After that, step number 3 will be to identify the para of the case scenario to which this MCQ belongs to. And also you have to recall the provisions also which has to be applied to solve this. And then applying this, you have to solve the MCQ. In case there is any case scenario question in descriptive part of the paper, similar steps you have to apply. However, what you have to do is while writing the answer, you have to focus more on writing the provisions rather than writing the section number, notification number, circular number. If you do not know the right section number, notification and circular number, don't quote the wrong number because it might lead to loss of marks. So the more important point here is to mention the provisions in detail. So first read the case scenario, then read the question, then identify which para of the case scenario the question belongs to. And also try to remember which provision the question relates to. And then provide the detailed answer mentioning the provisions. So guys, that was the complete summary of the ICI BOS webinar for CA Inter GST. I hope this video helps you structure your preparation and approach the exam with more confidence. If you found this insights useful, don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and also subscribe to the channel for more exam tips and ICI updates. All the best for your exams, and I will see you all in the next video.